Good morning, welcome back to A to Z Gardening. I'm inside the greenhouse here, and I am not, I promise you, trying to rush the seasons. I love this fall type of season, but a lot of folks don't realize kind of the behind the scenes, what's going on to put the Christmas season in place in a good, timely manner. So I'm here to give you a little bit of history and background to the poinsettia. I'm not rushing the season, but we do have the poinsettia that starts the very beginning of July. I know it seems very early, but that plant takes a long time to grow. It's produced from vegetative cutting, so there's no seeds involved in producing the poinsettia. You get a little tiny snippet from a mother plant, and then it's produced in this little tiny oasis wedge that then gets some roots, and that cutting, once it has roots, is put into its finished container, or what you expect to see at the garden center in the November-December period of time. So the Euphorbia family, Euphorbia pulcherum is the botanical name, or the real name to poinsettia. That Euphorbia family has a lot of kind of toxic or poisonous plants in its family. The actual poinsettia, it's an urban legend that it's highly lethal or toxic. It does have some irritants in it, so to speak, but it takes a lot of ingestion, like multiple plants, like 30 plants to be actually lethal. So the urban legend that the poinsettia is highly toxic is actually unfounded. So when we actually get the poinsettias, the last couple years, the varieties or the cultivars that we get have changed. So that plant actually is easier to grow for the homeowner, and I see a lot of folks, and they stop me in the garden center wanting to know, I have a poinsettia that lived, I kept it as a house plant. What do I do with it now? So this time of year is when you want to start paying attention. That's why we're doing this spot today. If you have a poinsettia that you've hobbied as a houseplant and you want to know what to do, you'll kind of see that these plants that we have here have been snipped right back. We call it pinching. That's what you want to do with your poinsettia at home. Go ahead and give it a haircut. I know you're afraid. Everyone's hesitant to go ahead and cut that vegetative material, but cut it right back. And after you cut it back, you want to really keep it lit very well, lots of sun, and you want to get after it with some of the fertilizer. The fertilizer here, like 20-20-20, an all-purpose general fertilizer, go ahead and use it at a full rate regularly. After you cut that plant back and you pinched it, it's going to then branch. That's where you're going to get that nice full canopy with lots of bracts, the modified leaves that everyone calls the flower. That's the desirable part. So when you grow that plant and you feed it vigorously, sometimes it's attractive to insects. White flies, thrips, sometimes all those kind of aggressive beasts that attack the poinsettia do become a problem. That's why you'll see these little yellow cards that we monitor with. Once they get to a high threshold, then we here distribute biological bugs to control those bugs that harm the plant. One good thing for you that you can use across your house plants and your poinsettia is a real easy, just spoonful of this systemic material. That plant soaks it up, protects it from all those things. Easy for the homeowner to cross off all the lists of pests that harm that poinsettia. Finally, what about getting color? The real trick is not as complicated as some people make it. You simply must, absolutely must, follow Mother Nature's light. If you put that plant in a room where you turn on the light at 10 o'clock at night, it won't bloom. Put it in a room, tape the light switch down so that it only sees Mother Nature's sunlight. That's going through like the end of September, beginning of October. Once those bracts start to show color, you're good to go. No more tending to the light switch. For any questions on poinsettias, which shouldn't come for a few weeks yet, feel free to contact any of us professionals here at Stans.